Alright, now the OnePlus Buds Pro 2 are finally in the house, and a lot of you guys have been asking us to review these. I mean, last year's OnePlus Buds Pro were one of the best truly wireless that you could buy under rupees 10,000. Now this year, of course, the price has seen a bump, but you also get a feature bump here. The big question is, are these truly wireless actually worth it? Let's find out. This is Varun from GTR and you're watching my in-depth review of the OnePlus Buds Pro 2. Let's get started. Alright, so first up, let's just start by talking about the design here. Now, the case in itself looks very similar to the previous gen. Now, if you have the OnePlus Buds Pro, then the OnePlus Buds Pro 2 will definitely feel very similar to you. Now, as far as the design is concerned, you do get the DYNAUDIO logo on the top, and the finish in itself is of a matte finish, which is, well, slightly improved as compared to the previous generation. Now, the design is classy and pleasing, feels soft to the touch, and has a premium feeling to it. Also, the number of fingerprints it manages to avoid is really good. Basically, you don't really have to clean the case that often. Speaking about the case, there is a chamfer on the front opening of the charging case for easy opening, and below the chamfer there is a charging indicator light used to indicate the charging status as well as the remaining power. You also get a Type-C charging port at the back of the case. As for the buds themselves, the design is quite similar to the predecessors, which is a handle-shaped in-ear design as a whole. Now, the actual wearing feeling fits in place, is fixed firmly, and is lightweight and comfortable at the same time. Not only are the buds skin-friendly and oleophobic, but are also scratch-resistant, wear-resistant, and durable. Speaking of which, the Buds Pro has an IP55 water resistance for the buds and an IPX4 rating for the case itself. Now, when it comes to connectivity, the good part here is that you can connect to two different devices simultaneously without any issues. And the new upgrade here is that the OnePlus Buds Pro 2 now come with support for Google's Fast Pair as well. There's also ultra low latency mode of just 54 milliseconds. And as for the app support, you can download the Hey Melody app for non-OnePlus devices, whereas for OnePlus devices, the entire interface is baked inside the Bluetooth settings itself. Speaking about the in-app functions, you have different features such as switching the equalizer settings, adding a custom EQ, switching the high-res mode, configuring the device dual connection. Alright, enough about the design and stuff. Let's just talk about the audio quality in itself, right? Now, the Buds uses a coaxial dual dynamic driver system that has been jointly developed with DYNAUDIO. Now, the advantage here is that it uses a smaller acoustic space structure to achieve better high and low frequency separations. Now, reading out the spec sheet, the OnePlus Buds Pro 2 are equipped with an 11mm woofer and a 6mm tweeter configuration. Now, realistically, the way it performs is that you get excellent low frequency performance and great high frequency audio quality. Basically, what I mean is that the bass here is quite punchy and you get clear and crisp vocals. Speaking of which, the spatial audio listening effect of the OnePlus Buds Pro 2 is very realistic. You get options such as fixed, head tracking and off inside the spatial audio settings. Once the feature is enabled, the sound certainly feels more three-dimensional. Coming back to the sound signature, there is definitely a certain amount of clarity here, which makes the vocals sound clear, crisper and alive. Also, while I did mention that the bass here is present, it's not overpowering at all like we saw on the previous generation. See, there is a certain amount of meatiness to it, but it's not spilling onto the other frequencies of the songs. Of course, you can customize it all by making use of the various equalizer presets present into the device. Also, in terms of features, you get LSDC here, which basically improves the quality of the transmission bitrate. Now, spatial audio might not be something that appeals to everyone out there. I mean, definitely it's a nice feature to have, but one of the more important features is active noise cancellation. So let's talk about how the ANC of the OnePlus Buds Pro 2 actually fares. See, the buds come with a triple core noise cancellation chip and it offers a maximum 48 decibel noise cancellation depth. Now, this is achieved via the 4 mic noise cancellation. In our experience, the OnePlus Buds Pro 2 did achieve noise cancellation without affecting the sound quality. You get a total of 4 noise cancellation effects such as mild, medium, deep and smart dynamic noise cancellation. What's more is that it also supports personalized noise cancellation function. Basically, the earbuds here can personalize the noise cancellation effect according to the wearing fit and the structure of the user's ear canal, allowing the consumer to hear more clearer and have a more immersive experience. Also, speaking about having a more immersive experience, the buds themselves have a lot of gesture supports added to them as well. You can single press to play or pause the track, while a double press will simply go to the next song. Or you can do a triple press to go back to the previous song. Now to change the noise reduction mode, you just have to tap and hold for 1 second on the stem. And if you hold for 3 seconds, then the Zen mode here is active. Of course, the best part here is that you can still customize all of these actions via the app. And the good part here is that, well, these functions actually work. I mean, a lot of times you just have these truly wireless that claim to offer gesture support, but the gesture recognition is not there. Thankfully, that wasn't the case with the OnePlus Buds Pro 2. So yeah, kudos to OnePlus for that. Lastly, there's the battery life. Now the earbuds have 60 mAh and the case in itself offers 530 mAh of battery juice. Now the company claims that the earbuds support 9 hours of battery backup in itself and a combined battery life of 39 hours with the case. Of course, this battery life drops to 25 hours if you turn on the ANC. Now my usage basically involved a mix of having the ANC on and off. See, while I used ANC mode while I was traveling or basically using them while working out, which wasn't a very large period of time, but yeah, that is the only period where the ANC mode was turned on. Otherwise, when I'm in the office or when at home, when I'm trying to enjoy a movie, I don't really need ANC because, well, I'm already in a quiet environment. And in this mixed form of a usage, I was averaging about 28 hours of battery backup combined, which in itself is quite amazing. Also, on the other side of the noise cancellation mode is the transparency mode. And the good part here is that the transparency mode on these buds is vastly improved over the previous generation. I mean, the buds themselves are quite lightweight, and when you turn on the transparency mode, it feels quite natural. Like you basically do not even experience the feeling of having to wear buds. It just comes naturally to you. Also, as far as the charging is concerned, the buds support wireless charging, and a quick charge of just 10 minutes will give you an additional 3 hours of listening time. Of course, that quick charge is in the wired Type-C mode, so just keep that in mind. So, the big question, are the OnePlus Buds Pro 2 actually worth it? Well, there are multiple ways to look at it. Individually, they're a great pick. You can easily go for them. Then of course you have the direct competitor, which are the Oppo Enco X2, which offer pretty much the same package without spatial audio, but with added support for LDAC for just 10,000. I mean, they retail for 10,000, but then you can just easily find them on sale for 9,000 rupees as well. Then there's a comparison with the Sony XM4, which offer an improvement over the already good noise cancellation offered by the OnePlus Buds Pro 2, but you do miss out on spatial audio in that case as well. Lastly, there is the iOS alternative. I mean, if you're using an iPhone, then you might want to lean towards AirPods for a more convenient user interface, simply because despite all of these codecs, Apple is still going to be using AAC only. So in that context, AirPods still feel a bit more comfortable to use and a bit more reliable. And then of course, it's the whole entire ecosystem factor. But yeah, for Android users, and especially for OnePlus users, the OnePlus Buds Pro 2 are an excellent choice. And well, that was it. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe to GTR for more awesome tech content. Till then, this is One from GTR, and I'll see you in the next one.